Hello, and it's live. Hello, sorry for the delay. I am being quite slow today, I'm afraid. Squeaking, sorry about the squeaking. Hello, Ash. So my delay in starting was caused by me going, I was meant to eat breakfast. It's very hot today. I'm being slower than I should be. So, I'm continuing to hunt for wither skulls. So we've got a little egg box when it's, working. I'm hoping that some chickens will wander in. Let's go with that for now. Let an entire field grow, cull them, replant, sort of thing. So, I'm looking for wither skulls. I need... So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to put a set of steps back here. And put a set of steps back there. There we go. Hello everyone in chat. Sorry, I started quite late today. I was like, what even is being awake? Am I right? And then, having not really been awake, I then... Whee! Didn't really get much done. Although actually, to be fair, the first thing I did today was I actually finished sorting out all the matting I was putting down under my tracks, having painted them. So that should look a bit tidy. Right, so I've got an egg collector. Oh, my reaction times are appalling right now. So no, I hope everyone is well. I've got the printer going, as I'm sure you can hear by this point. I'm printing the I-beams needed to make a water tank. And potentially afterwards some additional I-beams to make a, well, some spare ones basically, so I can use them for wagon loads. So all the chickens in there are hopefully going to grow. I'm going to try and get a large amount of chickens into this tank. So, in we go. As the rest of the bricks cook, I can make another little chicken field. I think I'm going to use these wall sections as the back wall. There we go. Again, I found that you can use a shulker box to unload from, which is very useful. So I need another stack of fences. Where was that from? Why is everything on fire? Why am I being so slow to react to things? One, two, three, four. is that? Is that a... It is up there. Okay. So we've got an additional field. I just need a gate. The only thing is the gate could potentially burn, but we will hope not. Okay then. No wither skeletons. I think it's already too hot for the printer. There's one part's already peeling off the bed. So I need to make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 18 steps. Which means for 18 steps, that is... words. Oh, this is silly. There's so many of them. I'm not complaining exactly, it's a free source of fuel, but... Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Well, that was a thing that occurred. Didn't take too much damage. Even better. They are meant to be able to get out of there. I don't think they did. I'm assuming they just sort of spawned nearby. Come on then. So we've got another field. So once I've got sufficient chickens in here, so yeah, any eggs I can collect. Go into the new field. So when all these chickens have grown, I will collect their eggs and everything and acquire delicious additional chickens. Ow. Why? It is too hot today. That grass hasn't grown. That's a shame. There's one. There's a few. Printer, I heard that, and this is not a good time. Hey! That was very quick. So chat, we've got them all. Now I just need to put out all the fires. Oh, printer. Just stop, please. Okay. Right. Okay, so we have enough skulls to defeat the Wither. Hopefully. Friendship is magic, and magic is heresy, and heresy must be purged. So yeah, I guess, you know, got them all. print. Peel off all the trash. Because, yay, 3D printing in the hot weather with my window wide open. I'm going to put my fan on. I'm afraid that's going to make it even more background soundy. But it is required. Okay. Print from SD card. Let's try and print those I-beams again. So yeah, the new printer works. It's just with this heat, I need to make the new fan cowling, and the fan cowling will not print well in this heat. Good times. So we've got 2 fields of chickens. Let's see if we've collected any eggs yet. Oh, I've got 5 eggs. So let's go 1, 2, 3. There we go. That'll hopefully be a good start. So that's just going to keep cooking. I've got another box of them back at the house, to my knowledge. So this basic auto forge. You put your fuel in the back, put your antimony smelt in the top. Obviously, you can also replace with shulker box very conveniently. Or also potentially, what you could do is have a side feeder on one of these, and have your shulker box on there, and keep your main storage, depending on what you're trying to process. But yeah, I've got all the wither skulls. Now I need soul sand. Not carrying too much of value, so that's going to keep ticking. What's the source of the mysterious ticking? Oh dear. Snape, Snape, Severus Snape, Dumbledore. That's a while since that was new. Why are there so many mobs today? I wasn't even standing there that long, and just hordes of them. Okay. So, I need to find 4 blocks of salt sand. Ideally about 10, because I've got some other projects I want to do. But yeah. Wither skull farming. Less than 10 minutes, and we got them. Oh, there's more. Alright. I'm gonna go and kill those, because, you know, more skulls can't hurt, I guess. Oh, that fan is nice. That is the pleasant, cool air blowing across me. So we're starting to replace that with proper brick. Let's hope these haven't despawned. Aww. It wasn't gone that long. Okay, so we've got an extra path that'll get me across there in a hurry. What is the temperature there today? Let me consult my phone, as I've now got the weather on it. It is apparently 14 degrees. I suspect that is a lie. Let's consult my computer, which also has the same option. It is apparently 21 degrees and cloudy, which basically means it's humid and nasty. Yay. So trundle down here. Yep, the plan is to make the beacon once I can defeat the Wither. I will need to collect huge great stacks of resources. I also need to find a place that has soul sand, because there's not really that many of them around here. Let's carefully descend this way. So there's no soul sand. As far as I can remember, that was just dirt because I put it there. No. That's salt sand. Just need to make my way carefully over here. Step 1. Some more steps. Stepping intensifies. Don't look like more blocks. That's lava, like right there. So I'm just gonna fill in that bit. I need to just climb back up here now. Yay. Okay, so we got soul sand. Did we get magma as well? I think we have magma? Don't really need magma as much. Magma's not as helpful. I need to be up there. Yeah, it is unpleasantly hot and my printer is suffering as a result. I probably shouldn't have bothered trying today. Okay, there's the portal. Hello, Potato Network. So I've not been looking at the chat for a minute. Oh, I can already feel my computer stumbling. Like, look at that. That should be smooth. Okay. So, I guess I need to prep for the WITHER fight. So I'm going to start by digging the tunnel. And then once I've got the tunnel prepared, I will move on from there. So I'm going to leave all the parts here so they're safe. Ish. Right, so got food. Let's go dig a wither tunnel. And I'm going to stop the printer there because it's just chewing up and spitting out its parts. Yay. And stop. And cool down. I have to try that later if the weather improves. Now I'm going to use my pit. And I'm going to dig this way. I'm going to find something that's mostly uninterrupted. Hello, Alright. Hello, new people who have come in and instantly started plugging their own stuff. I mean, you know, you do you, but it's not the best way to introduce yourself. I need more torches. So used to being in the Nether where it's light. Have we got charcoal? No. Grumble. Yeah, I wouldn't want to, you know, join a server that some rando popped in and was like, hey, play this. Because that just seems like a good way of getting viruses. How did that one get in? Is there a dark patch? There must be a dark patch. Oh, there's loads of zombies in. Alright, that zombie siege thing's quite common, isn't it? These little drowier looking ones are called strays. Right, so I've got sticks. I'll get rid of those. Oh, both from each of them. Wow. So it's good to hang on to those like really knackered out bows because you can use them to make stuff. Hello, Huey is hyper. Right. I should probably change the title of the stream as well, shouldn't I? Because I've done the Wither Skull farming, because that was really quick. So let's have a look at the stats. For mobs, Wither Skeletons, I've killed 73, and I got 3 skulls. And I killed 44 first. So, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Now, I normally, as I'm sure you've noticed, dig these tunnels higher. But the objective is to make it as difficult as possible for the Wither to follow you. Also, the Wither, I'm pretty sure, does a 100% block drop rate, so if you wanted, and you were, you know, for some reason had a massive surplus amount of skulls, you could use Withers for mining. Now I need to make sure this tunnel is way longer than it needs to be. because if this thing gets loose on the surface, we're having a bad day. Other thing I can do while I'm prepping is going to be moving a bed down here so I can run down here faster. And I'm going to be getting one of my spare bows to hand. Wording. Oh yes, I forgot to say, because I was in a bit of a rush to end last time, thank you for the kind donations. You really don't need to, have any obligation to, but you know, I'm not complaining, it's just a little weird. Now, one of the things I was actually going to do today, if I'd, got bored of hunting for wither skulls, was to go and try and improve my village more, because I want to get my village to a point where if I die horribly, I can, for some emerald outlay, replace a bunch of my equipment. But I've not done that. I've also just thought, if I dug this a bit higher up, there's less chance of the wither breaking into a lava pool. But I guess we'll have to take that as it comes at this point. Now I want to go until I can't see the end wall in the render distance. Because although I got lucky with the Ender Dragon, I don't know if I'll get as lucky with the Wither. So as far as I can work out, the Wither is meant to be like your second tier. Oh, your second tier. So I guess in terms of bosses, that's the word I'm thinking of. You've got obviously your regular mobs. You've got your raids and your zombie sieges and stuff. And then you've got, I think, the Wither. Oh. Very nice. Then the Ender Dragon. I think that's about it. Then you've got stuff like the Guardians, but I'd say they're more of an adjacent than a specifically tiered thing, I would imagine. I don't know. Depends what people think of it. But yeah, I reckon this tunnel should be long enough soon. Oh yeah, you only get one coal if you smelt a coal ore, by the way. I have tested this in the past. I was very disappointed. But I want to get unbreaking, and I want to get efficiency on both these pickaxes. Because for diamond pickaxes, they're really slow. Yeah, the lumberjack mod I would not consider to be that much of a mod. It's just logical. And it's not like it makes it, much easier to cut down a tree. It still uses the same amount of axe and everything. It's just much more pleasant if you've got taiga trees. If you had just, if you swing, couple swings of an axe, and you can get 100 wood, rather than having to climb up the tree, cutting it down as you go. Okay, does this look like far enough? I've gone half a stack of torches, which is 160 blocks? I think. No. 32 times 4 is 120 blocks. Maybe a little bit further. Shall I go a full stack of torches? What would you say, chat? Hello, Ed Gamer as well. I'm currently digging a pit to fight the Wither. So I've got my infinity bow still from when I went to the end. It's not worn out very much yet, which is, you know, handy. Ah, you have Minecraft on the Switch. Would it be impossible to create an upside down world? It would be possible, but it would be very difficult, and you wouldn't have any grass, because the grass only grows on the top. But in theory, you could try. Also, hello, Dominic Plays. I mean, judging by how advanced some modern fridges are, it's, you know... I mean, what, they say there's more power in a calculator, like a modern calculator, than got the Apollo astronauts to the moon? Now, I'm trying to remember which way round the Wither fires. Is it bows first or swords first? So we need a... So we're going to make a room here, big enough for the Wither to spawn in. So that'll fit in there. Yeah, I'm playing on Java 1.14.3 and I am currently prepping to fight the Wither. So I've got lots of chicken, I've got some torches spare, I've got a fully lit up tunnel so there's nothing's going to spawn behind me. That would ruin your day, wouldn't it? It's like, oh, I'm going to win, I'm going to fight the Wither, and then a skeleton shoots you in the back. How far do you need to dig down to find iron? You can find iron on the surface. It's sort of everywhere. Yep, all the Bedrock editions. There is the Windows 10 edition, which is also Bedrock, which is compatible with the Xbox, PlayStation, and Nintendo options. Which is, you know, handy. So let's dump these blocks. Those blocks. I should get an ender chest down here, shouldn't I? So, I need to offload some of my valuables. I need to get a bed. I could risk it without a bed, but it'll just be more of a run back, and obviously in the time you're running back, it could be chewing through the map, trying to get straight to you. So it's always best to just really deep down. What's the time of day? Sun is setting, okay. So if I make a spare bed, I can chuck down my basement. Let's chuck away some of this junk. What do I need and or not need? Because obviously I don't want to risk too much equipment. So I'm going to need some boots. There, I'm breaking too. And those are projectile protection. Let's go with those boots. And I'm going to wear out my breastplate soon. I've got any more durable boots? got my sword. I need a spare bow to take down to the cave. Not going to use the trident as far as that could be. I guess I'll take the fire bow as a spare. I thought I had arrows. Do I not have arrows? Huh. I don't have arrows. Oh, before I forget. So I need the wither skulls. And I need 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks of soul sand. Oh, thank you very much to whoever that was. I will see shortly. No potions? Oh, I don't really use potions, because I don't... Ah, thank you, Talon. Tidying up the numbers, I see. So, why don't I have any arrows? Am I just being really blind? Did I leave all my arrows somewhere else? Let's see what's in the box. Quite a lot of stuff. Not arrows, though. Alright, let's go and buy some arrows. I need a bed. And I need to get all this done quickly before the sun goes down. Sun's going down. Where are my Fletchers? Darn it. Okay, so I guess I will have to go and put the bed down, sleep in it, come back up, buy arrows, and go back down. Because as long as I slept in the bed, it'll work. That's the important thing. This thing working. So, crafting table in the floor, because, you know, space efficiency. Well, thank you for the, I guess, other donations. I never really know what to say other than thank you. Yeah, no, I found that with, shall we say, the somewhat vindictiveness of some of my moderators, I've had to make several people moderators I wasn't necessarily considering to do, but it's the thing of if one of them is, all of them have to be. You know. Otherwise it just turns into them bullying each other. But they can still bully each other, they just can't time each other out in the process. So, you know, it's something. Yay. Why? Why are you like this? Why do you have to throw yourself to your death every time? My village that terrible? Yeah, Fletcher, Fletcher, Fletcher. Hello. Boom. Spare arrows. Okay. There we go. I've updated the stream title. As it is now time to kill the wither. Whee! So we've got a bed we slept in. I've got a spare bow and lots of arrows. I have the arrow I need for that. Chat. Yeah, no, the goal is quite high on this one, but I had not, you know, there is no rush on it. It is just the as, you know, donations happen, or whatever, or if people want to do that, I'm going to look at slowly getting the parts to build a improved computer. It will be functionally a new computer, because the only parts out of this one that are going to be staying are the drives and the graphics card. But D. Stein has helped me pick out a nice collection that are the most cost-efficient way of getting it done. So, I've not done this before. I've seen people do it like that, so you go, are you ready? I'm going to have a drink. Right then. Watch me get a phone call as soon as I do this. Oh wait, explodes, that's what it does. You know, it'd be useful if I had a more powerful bow. So yeah, it wants to get to me, and as a result it has to chew out all these blocks. It's trying to go above me. This is most inconvenient. Moves quite quickly. It's very hard to see. I'm glad I put the torches in. See, now it's gone into this state. Yeah, that was surprisingly low energy. Alright. So, should I spend my time farming more wither skulls, or, you know... Oh, nice, diamonds. I didn't bring any pickaxes with me. Shame. So, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So yeah, withers, they're kind of good for mining, I guess. Alright then. So, I hope, you know, hope people enjoyed that. I don't think I even got hit. So yeah, I guess if you're prepared, this, you know, the bosses in this game are quite easily vanquished. Or if, you know, you're familiar with how to do it. Obviously, if I tried that on the surface, I would be dead. Very, very dead. Well, there you go. So we got the Wither Star though, so I can make a beacon. And I've got a huge area of stuff mined out. Got a load of blocks in my inventory. And I have the Nether Star. Not the Wither Star, the Nether Star. What did this do for you, Skog? This means I can get a beacon. And the beacon is going to be an interesting one for me to make, as I've not made one before. I know how to make them, but I've not made one before. Take these back up with me. Take that up with me. Alright. Let's buy ourselves some glass in here. So, new recipes. Beacons. I need 3 obsidian and glass. So I'm going to need my pickaxes. So yeah, I guess about the 40-minute mark of the stream. Killed the wither. Okay then. Yeah, this sword made light work of that monster. Good times. No, thank you very much to whoever that was. I will try and see who it was shortly. My screen unblurs enough. I can't read what that is. I'm very sorry. I will try and amend that shortly. Words slowing down. Oh yeah, gas tiers. Those are a thing. Where's my crafting table? So gas tiers can be used to make. Where are they? There we go. End crystals. Gas tier and an eye of ender. And end crystals are what you use to summon, I think, the ender dragon. They're also a vastly powerful explosive. I can make one if you like. See what it does. Just, you know, not right now. So I need to go and get 3 obsidian. I'll make a beacon. What am I doing? Got equipment and stuff. Whee! Now the useful thing is my obsidian is in the same place as the lava I have. That's the point. How many bosses in this game? To my knowledge, not that many. I think there's the Ender Dragon, the Wither, and I think that's it. Other than, you know, like, event bosses and stuff, like the Ravager. I'd say the Ravager counts as an event boss. You know, it's more about the crafting and the mining than the slaying of your enemies, seeing them driven no. What is it? Crushing your enemies, seeing them driven before you, hearing the lamentation of their women. Now, I need lava. But I also need obsidian. So this should be fun. Okay, so we've got the 3 I needed. Now I need to get the lava I'm hoping there's going to be some underneath this block. No. Try this block then. As lava is a nice convenient fuel source. And if I get a load of buckets at some point, I can just go into the nether and collect a lot at once. Which I believe Oregon's been doing. So I mean, if you've got an nether portal that's convenient, fill up your inventory with stuff. There we go. So I've got enough to make the crystal. So while that's cooking, I'm going to run down here and grab the rest of it. Yeah, to my knowledge, I say just the 2 bosses. So I may have made this tunnel a bit long. You know, teensy bit. Now the next fun bit is I need blocks. And lots of them. And not just any blocks. Blocks of precious metals. Or metals, at least. Now, I'm aware I left 1 block of iron back there. I probably should go and get that. If I can find it. Blocks of coal do not work, blocks of redstone do not work. In theory, I could get loads of emeralds and make it that way. I plan to make a bit of a spectacle out of it, as it were. But yeah, if you could use lapis for the beacon, oof. Ooh, this is a... That's a chunky fella of a diamond vein. That's 16. Yeah. I mean, can you even get freshwater squid? Not quite sure. I may be misunderstanding the chat slightly. So, I feel that went well. As results also revealed a load of material deposits. To make this next step a little easier. I'm going to keep the tunnel in place, because if I have a second one, I can use the same tunnel. Excuse me. So I hope that was a sufficiently exciting killing of a boss that you could barely even see. Doop-a-doop-a-doo. Traditional mining is generally a faster way of getting materials than, you know, the iron farm. But the iron farm is, you know, functional when you're not there, which I find useful. That's a lot of blocks of lapis. That is a big shame that you can't use them for stuff. Check there's no iron over here, I guess, while I'm down here. Hello, Hero Brian. I am alright. I've just defeated the Wither. And I'm collecting up the leftovers. And see if there's anything useful I can mine out while I'm still in the area. Then I'm going to start work on the beacon platform. You've not missed anything, Debs. I've just been mining. I should make an ender chest for down here, shouldn't I? Just for laziness. And as it's currently cooking... Right, there we go. So we need 8 more, well, we need 5 more obsidian. Now I should grab some buckets. Should be 2 buckets in there, good. Collect the lava. So I need 5. Need efficiency pickaxes. 4. 3. 3. 2. Hello, XX Gaming Girl Alpha Wolf. Yeah, that's not all of... Okay, I need 1 more. Doop-a-doop-doo. Cover over that. Don't want to fall in the lava by mistake. Let's get rid of most of that. It shouldn't have gone into the system first anyway, but never mind. What am I doing here? I've got all the parts to make another ender chest. So I'm going to leave 1, 2, 3, that there. I'm collecting up the iron, got the gold. I have spare fuel. Imagine it's both gone into the same hopper. It has. Right, well I need to mine more material. So I need gold, iron, diamonds to a push. Oh yeah, I've got lava lake there I was going to use for harvesting. Fortune. There we go. Alright, we've got more lapis to turn into blocks. Yeah, that went quite well, in all honesty. Just gonna put these down for now, just in case. So that one's cooking iron, that one is also cooking iron, and we've got gold. That can go in now. That's the thing I want to do, as I can do that while I wait. I'm going to cook 2 stacks of stone bricks. Get cracked stone bricks, because I quite like the look of them. I have some projects planned. It will hopefully go well. Because I'm trying to pretty up my village, and part of that is going to be building the beacon. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, chat, and if anyone wants to go and look this up, that might be helpful. The only things you can use in the beacon are emerald blocks, diamond blocks, gold blocks, and iron blocks. That's only 4 types of blocks. You can't use lapis, you can't use redstone. If I'm wrong, please do correct me. For now, however, I'm just going to frolic my way down these corridors and collect whatever materials I may. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, torch on it. The excitement of me doing mining while waiting for things to cook. Now I know if I got a blast furnace I could cook the iron faster. I'm not sure if you can build a blast furnace into an auto cooker and have it still work. So I potentially have to make it into a 4-wide auto cooker, but that would not feed reliably unless you had it set up so one side has a blast furnace and the other then a forge, like a regular furnace, and the other side has a regular one and then a smoker, if you wanted to go for both options. It's possible, but I think it'd probably just be easier to have a one setup for each, basically, if you're cooking stuff in that much quantity. But I generally just, you know, I've got the time, I've got the buckets of lava to hand. Because aside from obsidian, you don't use lava for that much. Emerald, diamond, gold, and iron. Thank you, Ash. 2, 3. Braining. Ooh. Well, it's just past the hour mark, and I feel like I've had a productive day. I mean, I got a Wither Skull, I got the Wither killed, I've got a Nether Star. Get the rest of this gold, and then we'll have a go making the beacon. So I've got 7 more gold cooking in there. Hey, you're getting cracked stone bricks. So I presumably have already picked up at some point in the past. Yeah, if you've got a lot of stone you're not doing anything with, there are so many different solutions to just getting rid of it. Two gold left. Ah, nice. Oh dear. The chat is fighting with itself again. So, braining. Alright. Now I'm wondering where to put the beacon. Because I should put it somewhere near my mine, but I'm tempted to put it up on a hilltop, because as far as where it works, the entire up-down area around it. Or it might work in a sphere, I'm not sure. Either way. Thinking of putting it on the hilltop over there. Now I believe it's a 4-level beacon? You can have, so you can have a 3x3, a 5x5, a 7x7, and a 9x9. Now I don't think I'm going to get all that done. You know, gonna hazard that one there. So, if I'm being really fussy about this, I'd want to make it with diamond, emerald, gold, iron as the layers. And I've got enough to make a bit of that. But I will make the beacon at least. Da-na-na-na. So let's store those. So we've got... Yeah, 9x9 iron base is going to be a an expense. An extravagance, if you will. So I need 15 of that. Make some new torches. And yeah, I am using iron and diamond on the grounds of why not? How do you make a rainbow beacon then, Ash? Because I know you can get multiple beacons. and then you can put a glass block over them to change the colour of the beacon. I also know that you need to pay to activate the beacon. Do need to do something up here. Get rid of some of these beds, probably, if they aren't already gone. So we've got top of this hill. Now, ideally, collect the bits of that rabbit. This alignment would be the center. So the beacon lights up right down there. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. Six, 7, 8, 9. So I need a lot more iron. That's my starting pointer on this. Substantial amounts more iron. But I can at least start getting the something to have a layer of gold. Layer of emerald. And a final layer of diamond. Then the beacon. So this is going to be very, very ostentatious. Oofed. I'm going to go over shots fired there, Crispo. Probably didn't need to clear that much, but oh well. The iron farm is functional, although I could do with spending a bit more time there at the moment. Maybe try and improve the efficiency of it a little. You know, get a few more blocks of iron. Maybe a couple. I don't think that this is the most efficient way of making this structure, but so we've got ground all underneath it at least. So this will be built up in layers. Yeah, lots of emeralds will be required, lots of gold, lots of iron. Now, the beacon menu. Now, you currently have not any of the beacon levels built. The other thing you can do is, once you've got one beacon, you can make it bigger by adding more in one direction or another. So I think today is the day I'm going to start clearing off the top of this hill. Get the ice. Doop-a-doop-a-doo. Doop-a-doo. This place has looked awful for the longest time, so I used to deal with it. Some snow out of the way. So, let's go through this like a hot knife through butter. Of course, if you make sure you need to have your license, your butter knife. It's gotta lean into that meme before it becomes real. So got a big space up on top of this hill. Now if I can get this all leveled out pleasantly, or at least plateaued, could build some more houses up here. Now normally I don't flatten the land out like this, I try and keep it, you know, contoured, but it's so unpleasantly uneven. This should be much more aesthetically pleasing to the eye. I have to go repair all my tools after this, but that was to be expected. Breathing is difficult. That's good. That's a good way to start the day. So, plateau. Now, that staircase goes up there. The beacon is going to be up there. Just remember to email that guy that I've got the parts made for him. Now all this cliff is really, really obnoxiously steep. Yeah, I hope anyone new to the chat is doing okay. Sadly, I've already killed the Wither. It was surprisingly easy. With the, you know, tip guides I'd seen, which basically say, dig a really long, thin tunnel. Then it has to chew its way through every block, and while it's doing that, you can attack it. It worked. You know, can't complain. I've got a beacon, it's currently on top of this big pile of dirt. So yes, the beacon is going to sit, well, the beacon is up there. I'll try and do it in these layers. Now I would fill in the middle with iron, but like just have it just the outer layer. But I mean, I might do that with the top layer just because it's a lot of diamond. A lot of diamond. So the road goes to here. Doop-a-doo, doop-a-doo. So I've got a road, there, road. Got a path that leads up here, eventually. So if I put the path that leads up there that way, I'm going to have to line it with words. Fences to stop villages and things falling out, but how best to go about this? So I need to make pathways up the mountain, if I want the mountain to be accessible. What am I doing? I can just make this the steps. This is my brain very slowly working today, I'm afraid. Normal service will hopefully be resumed shortly. Now I've got out. Thank you kindly to whoever that was. I'm gonna need to increase the quality. Thank you to I'm gonna guess Omegon for that one. Guessing. You know, I'm not sure, but one, two, three, four. And I missed that second one, I'm afraid. I'm being really slow, as I'm sure you've noticed by now. So yep, there is a house built into this bit. Not much I can do about that, but we now have a tidier set of steps leading up to here. I know a village is going to try and squeeze through there. Problem solved. So, wording. So I've got that set of stairs. So I guess we'll go for this one. And if I start here, I just need to some point replace the lower blocks. And it's a shame that I do not know how to mute certain tabs with OBS, because I have some music stuck in my head right now that would be very pleasant for me to listen to. Now I could try and do a spiral staircase or a switchback staircase. I fear that switchback might work a bit smoother in the context. So right, I've improved the quality of the stream on my playback end, which hopefully won't adjust anything else. Thank you to Mars Bar Supplier. Now, obviously, villagers can currently climb up there and get in the fields, but I'm going to try and fence this in when I have the chance. So thank you to Ivana Kitty. Okay. Thank you. I had a nice encounter with one of my old neighbour's cats. I was doing some work at that house, and it was in the garden and wanted lots and lots of tummy tickles. It was very pleasant. She is a good cat. Words. These are currently stepped. Like that. I think I'm going to be able to set a stone steps up this hill. So, until 3, 4. One, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Ooh, I need a lot more fences, aren't I? Ow. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have quite a big area up here. I'm just wondering what to now do with this space that I've cleared out. So I've got the beacon over there. I'm going to need a fence around it to stop the villagers hurling themselves from the top. I know that it has steps, but that probably won't stop them. Two, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. One, 2, 3, 4. How did you get there? 3, 4. And then... 1, 2, 3, 4. Until gonna have some space at the side, that's fine. A? What? Should that? That's why. Because it is meant to be another block forwards. I mean, I could build a castle up here. You know what kind of castle would be fitting with the rest of the architecture? One, 2, 3, 4. Backfilling this is going to be fun, isn't it? It's going to be sheer. Probably put some like vines or something over it. Mix in some rocks when I get chance. So ooh, so if Nullis is watching, I hope he's feeling better. After his, I can only describe as his spine trying to escape. This is... Oh, it needs to be another block, doesn't it? Which it is going to be over there. Right, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, I don't know how many villagers have found the new staircase and have thrown themselves off the top so far. Because I'm thinking I should probably square out this section Or building an enormous staircase. I'm thinking an enormous staircase should work aesthetically. Understandable. 2, 3. Very exciting, I am sure. So I guess, chat, you're going to have some choice in what I'm going to do for the rest of the stream, because... Ow. I'd imagine falling to my death is going to get a little old for all of you. Hello, Amazing Motion 97. Hope I'm saying that correctly. I mean, I can try, but you know, I'd rather not lose the 39 levels gem. So I guess I'm slowly gonna build a staircase up this cliff, but I'm gonna need a large amount more blocks of stuff. So the question is, I should probably build in rock for most of this. Let's go get some rock through the wibbly bit. Down that set of stairs. I really should be working getting more emeralds too, but I'm trying to find one thing and keeping going on it. So yeah, to anybody just joining, I have been, I got very lucky and got the remaining wither skull I needed very early on. I have since killed the wither, and am now working on making the beacon platform a bit more aesthetically pleasing. Braining. There we go. Up the ladder. Probably should put the ladder in the middle. Now, I'm not quite sure how to connect this part of the village back into the village, but... possibly a switchback stair over this side. Yeah, hopefully none of the villagers are going to wander up here. And if they do, hopefully they'll do it safely. It's quite a long way down. And I didn't think this through, did I? Ow. That'll do. So that's where the staircase is. Now one thing I might do is hollow out some of these cliffs and make some things in there, like some houses potentially. Trying to do something like that. Hello D Stein, hello WD Lammer. So hello to anyone else who is lurking, or I have missed. I hope everybody, apart from the people who have dogs who are not going to have a nice time, had a nice 4th of July. Hopefully someday in the future you will see the error of your ways and wish to rejoin the glorious United Kingdom and its empire, but you know, you do you guys. At some point I need to bring a hoe out here and get rid of that old roadway. Do. And passion play, tumbling away. I'm your source of self-destruction. Right, I might need to have a pause during this construction venture to repair my tools, but I can try and keep talking to the chat, and hopefully if some people are about and want to join the VC, make this a little more interesting. I have indeed heard about the Hong Kong protesters doing that, and I believe the reason for the protests is China has somewhat of a poor reputation for what it does with any political dissidents that are extradited to the mainland, and that is what I believe is being protested. The sort of poor nature where, you know, they're never heard from again. You know, not a good optics thing, at the very least. And we all know that optics are important. So, I need to go up quite a few levels. Because I'm probably going to do a switchback at some point, just to bring it more in line with the base of the village, but for now at least. Go away. Go away. Alright, so I've got plenty of stone left for now. I could have built this hollow, but if I build it hollow, it's going to have cavities in it, and those cavities might spawn mobs, and that'll make my mob farm less efficient. Ow, my boots, okay. It's quite a stern cliff, isn't it, that one? In fact, I can build this in steps all the way up. As if I do a switchback, it will still need to be at least the lowest level. Doo-ba-doo-ba-doo. I keep placing these blocks wrong. Right. Not wrong, just not when I wanted to place them. Things I thought through. Not that, once again. Yeah, hope everyone in the chat as well. There's a lot of people watching. Thank you all for... I'm afraid if you're here to see the Wither fight, I did that already. It was quite successful. I've got a beacon just on top of this hill. Currently just let me just quickly climb up there and show anyone new. There we go. I've also got the basis of the beacon tower. So I'm going to have layer of iron, layer of gold, layer of emerald, layer of diamond. On the grounds of why not? Now, I probably need to go and collect more stone shortly. I'll probably go and collect some steps in the process. Sorry if my fan in the background is too noisy, but it is quite hot. So, the staircase is pretty much done. I need maybe another couple of stacks of stone and a lot of steps. Yeah, reasonable view of the village from up here. I'm going to put some more houses up here. It'll be awkward to get the villagers, obviously, down to the centre, but let's see how it goes. And I'm going to need a new map. Because it is episode 21, and I've not done a map for the last few episodes because I haven't been at the town. But hopefully most of what I've just done is actually going to end up on the map. Hopefully. So that's enough to buy a map. Braining. Steps. Lots and lots of steps. Ugh. Whee! Alright, so I'm gonna get those 3 stacks. That stack. That stack. That's the same one. Okay. I got through all my lava as well. It's quite an impressive feat, to be honest. Right. The words. Sneezing a bit. Alright. Excuse me. Ugh. I was going to try and make the village look a bit fancier. Excuse me. Ugh. I've taken my hay fever tablets and they ain't working. But it's now pleasantly cool in here, at least. The fan has definitely taken the edge off. So I'm going to turn all these cracked stone into cracked stone steps. And hopefully it's not going to be a dramatic amount of overkill. Otherwise I'm going to have a lot of them spare. And I can't do anything with them. They are construction purposes only. Oof. Okay. I guess I'm turning those into stone steps. I was hoping to have nice cracked stone steps, but sadly no. I actually need the cartographer. Cartographist. There we go. Hey, the beacon's on the map. You can just see it. So yeah, I need to do something with that plank. It's quite plankish, you must admit. Hello, Connect to's Daily Clips. Yes, these guys have gotten stuck in there. Go on, out you get. Out you get. Not you. You can't trade me right now. Great. Okay, so I need to put some fencing up on this side. So the map covers how far? All of this. It just has this staircase in. Fortunate. Now that's a thing I'd forgotten about, isn't it? I've made this very thin. Thank you for the additional donation. I will hopefully get the message shortly, and I can read it out where relevant. I can't read that, but it does say from Crispo's Dignity, so thank you from Crispo's Dignity. Now all that cracked stone I'm going to use to make the facing for the cliff, as it's a bit sheer, isn't it? Hello, Pencil Cookie. Sorry for all the sneezing. I am somewhat afflicted by the weather. Not quite sure where I made the mistake, but it paid off. Now, ow. So that's where the line is. So there should be a torch there. So if I go down one more. 1, 2, 3. What am I doing? Yeah. Doop-a-doop-a-doo. Silk touch pickaxes make this a lot easier. Three, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we've got pathway all the way up to the top of the village. Now I just need to make a retaining wall. I think is most sensibly done in small layers. And I can backfill as I go where necessary. And that backfill will be done with dirt because why not? I may have to come back and do more later if I get enough cracked bricks. Oops. Right button. There we go. Again, I might hollow this out, put some caves or something in there, maybe some houses. I might do another tunnel that goes through the village for the villagers to go through. Wording. Need some diorite as filler there. Is this just going to look really bad? Just this huge cliff of broken stone? Probably. Am I going to keep going? Yeah. So, up here. Hello, Karma. I think I've got a lot more cobblestone to cook. Possibly some more brick to cook after that, because I kind of like this effect. It just makes it look very, you know, worn out, run down and broken. Probably come up here at some point and put some, like, flavouring accents in, if I remember. With, like, the viney blocks. It's like the moss stone, the other, you know, that type of things. For now, I'm just going to use some regular. Yeah. Oh, the snow's quite pretty. Hello, Benjamin. Oof. Hello, Wolf Forever. I am on a single-player world, I'm afraid. However, I will be starting a series soon on a multiplayer world, owned by someone who frequents the chat here. I will sort the links for that out when I get a chance, and I'll try and do some, I guess, community streams, whatever you want to call them, when I can. I've run out of blocks, and I make good decisions, honest. There we go. So... it's going to probably need the fence adjusting, but while I have the blocks, I'm going to use them. Wording. There we go. So that's that pathway all up there done. So I need to sort out this bit. Let's check on the chicken pit, I suppose. So, if you're in the right place, you can't hit the other chickens with the chickens, unless you get multiple chickens at once. So if anyone from the Discord wants to jump on, just, you know, feel free. Just try and keep it vaguely polite and or cordial. So we gotta make sure to keep this relatively empty. Or at least I make good decisions. There we go. Bit more space in there now. There's a really good source of eggs. If I wanted to, I could make a little field where the chickens can grow nice and big, and then I can harvest them manually. But for now, this is a egg machine. Ah, 3-hour bike ride's not that bad. But yeah, I'm gonna make sure the hopper stays empty, otherwise any of the chicken that isn't, you know, eggs might be lost. So the village looks quite nice. I do need to work on wording. I need to get some more wood. Can't attempt to get the lumberjack plug-in, just for my own convenience. How did you guys get in here again? Well, I know how you did, but I'd appreciate it if you didn't. Shoot. So there's an easy way to stop this. There we go. See, I need loads and loads of fences now. I'm going to need quite a lot of dirt to go and just backfill various little patches around the village. What? I'm being slow. Ignore me. Every time I come back, the dogs are nearer the fire. Should I be concerned? So, I guess for now, that's basically what the village looks like. It's really inconvenient that this bit isn't quite there. Also, the snow's covered the greenhouse almost entirely now. That's pretty neat. Hey. My pigs. Get your own. Oh. Yeah. There's a cat amongst the chickens. So yeah, again, I might put some little houses up, built into some of these cliffs, to make them a bit, you know, A bit more usable, I guess. Make the space a bit more efficient. I might actually leave it like that. Excuse me. There we go. So 1, 2, 3, 4.
Hello.
Hello. So I started a bit late, so I've not got more time.
Fine.
Now, there are ways of setting up an automated chicken pit, but it's not really worth it for the amount of chicken I need. So I get some steps. Can try and plateau this bit out as well. Robot. Whoops, that was the side of their house. Oops. Might move that house. It's kind of a problem. There we go. That's a bit tidier. That's crisper. That's there. How is your day going, Ash? If you are still there.
I am. I was muting myself so you didn't have to hear the wind noises as I walked through my door. It's incredibly slow. There are like 4 people at work today. Like my boss isn't here. None of the bosses are here. Like half the employees took the day off. It's good. Tired, but
Yeah. Distressed doggos will do that, I suppose.
till 3 a.m. He's not, and then like they stopped like hindering, and so like we kind of fallen asleep for a little bit.
You went very quiet then, so
Sorry.
that's fine.
Also, Christo, jokes on you. That was actually my number, my student ID number in high school. I've technically already reached that level.
What do I still need to get done? I've got the path that leads up from there. I've got the top plateau. Breathing like that is not a thing I should be doing.
You woke up not feeling good?
Yeah. I did a lot yesterday. It is the price you pay. Efficiency shovel is a problem. Be very delicate on the mouse touches. Or, you know, not. So I need to cut down a lot of spruce trees, make a load of spruce fences. Production. Productivity, even. Right then. Wondering how I can add plugins to a single player map.
What are you wanting to do?
I kind of want to get the lumberjack mod, which just lets you cut down trees. In, like, you cut down the bottom block, and the entire tree comes with.
Didn't Foxy say that you would put that on his?
I have not.
Server?
I haven't done anything with it, but it's on the other multiplayer server I'm on. It's very useful for like clearing tagas to make firewood or whatever.
Yeah. My little town that I made has nothing but taiga trees.
Nice.
They're annoying to cut down.
Yeah, spiral cut them, but it's still, you know, it can use up a stone axe cutting down one of those trees. So
Oh, you remember the story that I told you about the lady with the ice cream?
yep.
Apparently the ice cream manufacturer that's here in Texas is pressing charges against her. They're working with the police to arrest this woman.
And I think she's looking at 20 years. Which is why shoplifting, which is essentially what that is. Although trying to speak kind of... Yeah.
It's a felony up to 20 years and up to like a... like a $15,000 fine or something like that.
It ain't cheap, no. This is why you don't, you know, do stuff like that. Because it's A, just dumb. B, felonious. And C, like, would you want to go and buy food if you thought other people might have done that to it? You know, do you want pre-licked ice cream?
Well, especially Bluebell ice cream. Bluebell ice cream is held to very high regard to people in Texas. So Spo said apparently she was also, the lady was apparently also sick when she did it.
Ah, that's the, I think, does that put it up to like biohazard level charges?
I don't know. I do like though that there have been people now who have been like recording videos of them like showing the proper way to buy ice cream. It's them like, this is how you buy ice cream.
And they're literally just going in, putting in their truck car, and then that's it. That's the entire video. I saw a bunch of those on Twitter earlier. Good times.
Yes, Talon, but not to that extent. Like, no.
How many
Like, I
people
was
have...
reading somewhere
Ooh.
that some people are like, oh, it's the fault of, like, the ice cream companies because they don't have a, like, Haagen-Dazs has the little plastic seal over it. You have to, like, peel, you know, take off the lid, you peel the seal, and then you have the ice cream. Like, Bluebell is just the lid. And they're like, oh, well, it's the ice cream company's fault for not having a plastic seal. Like, there's a lid there. They shouldn't have to, you know.
Yeah, I mean, like, drinks manufacturers, like, have a cap only on most of their bottles. Is it their fault? I don't know. That's dumb reasoning for excusing someone who is apparently a felon. So, you know, well done to that lady. That is a good way of showing future employers that you're a, you know, mature, responsible adult, and you get felony charges when presumably they're still a teenager. I think by the look of the video I've seen, like 18, 19.
She's 20.
Yeah.
Ben said that. And
Yeah, I
that
saw.
and yes, Talon. I agree. But more people have been doing it, so I wonder if they're also being like, maybe that was not smart to follow in that trend.
It's just a really weird thing to do, to my mind. Right, this isn't the way up the hill. I need to go up the hill over here. I need to make more steps. I need to make that look a bit less terrible.
But yeah, she lives in San Antonio. So that's the town that I told you was like an hour and a half away from like my hometown. And it's not even just like the police that are looking for her. Apparently, like they have like people in the city looking for this lady.
I gather you take that. I gather that ice cream's a big deal where you are.
I told you there was one summer that the plant had got like E. coli, and they shut the plant down, and people were protesting that they could not get this specific brand of ice cream. Like, and then they came back with only 2 flavors because they had to like rush production to get it back out. It was a big deal. To be fair, it is the best ice cream. And they make a Dutch chocolate flavor. It is the chocolatiest of chocolate ice cream.
Fancy. So, just, I guess, because I want to have, you know, a bit of a demonstration of how the beacon is, I'm going to make a basic tier 1 beacon. I could put haste, or I could put speed on it.
Which would be more beneficial.
Oh, the beacon is on. Nice. So I'll move the beacon further later on. Go on.
I was looking into the rainbow beacon. Yeah, that looks like a lot of work. You have to use like pistons and redstone stuff and a clock and yeah. But it makes a pretty rainbow light beam in the sky. That's kind of cool. So I think that's all it does. It just makes a pretty light.
Not sure how much I need to power this up properly, but I'll activate the beacon. The beacon is lit. Condor calls for aid.
We're dying, and to California did nothing wrong. gonna do some California.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure though that I'd seen that apparently there is concern that there might be the Black Plague in California. That's kind of bad that, you know, like medieval diseases have. It's not lapis. I need iron or emerald.
Yeah, it has to be. Because when I looked at it, with the pyramid, it was a 9x9 of iron, then it was gold, then it was diamond or emerald, and then diamond and then emerald, and it was like in a little pyramid, going like smaller as it went up.
Yep. I also know how to build it. I just need a lot more material. Well, we now have haste for mining.
Cool.
Which will probably make things horrendously bad for getting, you know, stuff tidy.
To be fair, I will give it this sign. It's only certain parts of California. Hashtag not all, but most.
Well, I know the bit that Kotrak lives in the Mojave, I believe, which is one of the less sinful places, to my knowledge.
Still sinful though.
So, crafting table. Crafting table. Crafting table, okay.
There's a little beam of light that's shooting out on a rainbow one. It shoots out like a rainbow, like it shoots out multiple colors.
Mm-hmm.
Of whatever. Crystal, how would you know? You live on like nowhere near it. And there's no stuff on the internet. I think the only place that you can confirmly say is bad from what you read on the internet is Florida. You don't need to go there. Just know that it's bad.
They have the great hero, Florida Man.
One hero, multiple heroes.
The hero we neither needed nor wanted. Ah. Wording. So yeah, I need to probably sit my iron farm. Also need to do lots and lots of mining.
Arma said the beacon reminds me of the Peace Tower in Iceland.
Alright.
So now you're going to be able to super mine.
Potentially.
By the way, should that thing that you fought die that quick, like, easily? Or did you just get stupid lucky again?
You put it in a box and it can't get out, and then it dies quite quickly, yeah. So these steps are going to have to get cut into the hill at some point, but...
That's okay. He's not technically saying it, so... Oh, you go. I mean, that's cool, Karma. I don't like the Beatles. I know nothing about the Beatles. No, Skog likes the Beatles.
I mean, I like Beatles covers. Like Ghost's one of Here Comes the Sun. And Silo Eludi's Yellow Submarine. Can recommend listening to it if you haven't. I can find the link and put it in the side.
I was listening to Ghost last night to calm down the dog. And then I put in like a thing that was like 15 hours of classical music. I don't know if that's true or not, but I'm deleting that. Don't ruin it for me, because I still want to see them live. Just because you didn't like them live. Don't ruin it for the rest of us.
I've seen a lot of their live shows. They seem to be pretty good. Was it Silo Eludi? It was. There you go. Have the first bar because I couldn't pause it in quickly enough. Silo Eludi's Yellow Submarine. So yeah, this haste effect is now permanent, so I can mine quicker. Now, dread to think what this would be like with an efficiency pickaxe.
Oh.
This is just a regular pickaxe. I think this also works for trees. I'm not sure how big the radius is. I guess I will find out.
Yeah. Someone who happens to be the person streaming is going to go see Sabaton in February, and I hate him for it.
Yeah, well, I was invited to go with people, so I have accepted their invitation.
No, I know, they're just not touring anywhere near me.
Yeah, because I was going to look at seeing them live anyway, but they were not live anywhere even remotely near where I am, so... Yeah, if I can get the full pyramid, which will be, I guess, an objective to try and complete, I will be able to have the regeneration effect as well, which would be good.
Debs, if you're on the, you should not just be able to find potatoes. Zombies do have potatoes, though.
Yeah. Zombies and my normal supply of potatoes.
If you go to other villages, sometimes their boxes have potatoes in them.
Yep. Treasure chests, they can quite regularly have potatoes. Sometimes more commonly than, you know, useful things. Yeah, I was trying to fix a few of the big gaps in the landscape.
I forgot, they are coming to Dallas. It's just like 100 and...
Oh yeah, they're playing in that club, aren't they?
$20 to go see them. I'm not going to spend $120 to go see them.
Yeah. I mean, I looked at paying... Yeah, to see them in a bar as well. It's... yeah. I mean, I was looking at paying something similar to go and see Powerwolf, but that involved a flight to Romania. because that was the nearest gig that I could get to that wasn't sold out. But, you know, flying to a different country to see a band might be overkill. But yeah, it's snowing again, it's pretty. Okay, so the beacon effect is height based. It's not on at the moment. Do I need to be at near the same level as it? Because if necessary, what I'll have to do is put this at the bottom of the map instead. Okay, so not there. Okay, so there. That is a tiny radius. I'm hoping it gets bigger the more power you've got to it. What efficiency is this shovel? Efficiency 4.
Apparently, Chris has no idea what you're talking about. You're talking about the beacon thing?
Yep.
Oh, it only has like a limited radius of how much it'll work?
Yeah.
Or the powers will work?
Yeah, because I knew it was fairly limited, but I didn't realise it was that limited. Fortunately, the haste effect makes it look a bit like I'm just having like the drunk effect you get in some games. It's not ideal. Might be cool enough now to try my printer again. But I'll probably mess with that while I'm on my lunch break. I will probably try and stream a bit more this afternoon. Well, this evening, I guess now. But I'll see how I get on with that.
The temperature there is 70. It's not that... Okay, it's not that bad for here. That's actually considered nice, but you have humidity, and that's what kills it.
Yeah. So we're slowly cleaning our way up the cliffs. I'm hoping I'm setting this up correctly. Yeah, I do have to unfortunately pull these fences up because the villagers have a death wish. Which reminds me, we should probably watch the Death Wish films at some point. If you have not already seen them.
Hmm?
If you have not already seen the Death Wish films, I can recommend.
I'm not. Sorry, you've made me want to look at what concerts are coming up. It was a bad decision on my part.
Understandable. So we've got a fence, we've got a fence, we've got a fence. The steps are going to get dug in for this one.
Ooh. That's a good price.
Yeah, the mainland Europe has obviously more chance of getting stuff, and I guess it's a little easier to get around. But I know that getting to Europe is inconvenient.
I might have Plus, I might
Excuse
have
me.
to spend $60 to go to a concert, even if I'm standing out in the grass
Which
in
one is it?
September. Iron Maiden.
Ooh.
I've never seen Iron Maiden. I've seen AC/DC. And I would very much like to see Iron Maiden live.
Understandable. I have tried to see them live on 3 occasions now.
Yeah,
Once I decided it was not worth me trying to get to it. And then twice the people who I had been going with who had acquired the tickets flaked. Along with the tickets. That's a bit of a distressing coloured sky. Excuse me. Well, Crispo, I guess you don't, you know, good for you.
Quit rubbing in all the good bands that you've seen. Oh, the only thing that sucks is if I went, my dad would be so upset.
That you went, or that he couldn't?
That I went and didn't take him with me.
I've been meaning to try and see him for years, because I was going to try and see them during the Final Frontier tour. Then the person who had said they were interested in going never got back to me, and then I'd assumed they couldn't go or whatever. Then they told me how nice it was, and I was like, ah, well, that's great, thanks. I was looking forward to going with you, but if you're not gonna tell me, then that's fine, I guess.
Look into that. I don't think that sucks is it's one of those outdoor venues where it's just like the stage, seating, and then there's like a lawn, or it's the stage, and then you're pretty much just sitting in like a field, or standing in a field. Normally you have to bring your
So
own
it's like a
chair,
festival then.
kind of.
You say it like it's a bad thing.
No, it kind of is, it's kind of not, because they'll have like a certain section that's like blocked off, and those tickets are really expensive. And I think you generally have to like own the tickets to sit in those spots, like for the people that buy the seats. But I don't know. It's, for $40 to go sit in the field and watch Iron Maiden, I'm down for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chris, so it does make it a lot easier when your parents both like rock music. I'm thankful that both my parents like rock. Well, except for my mom. My mom listens to like Cher, country music.
And there's some creepers just down the hill. There we go. So librarian has wandered all the way up here.
Have I been to Meow? I don't know what Meow Wolf is. Talent?
Oh, my leg's going to sleep again. Any idea who they're supported by? Because I know, I think it's Beast in Black is supporting Glory Hammer this October. And I gather they're kind of a big deal to some people. So this is all fenced in. I've been meaning to do this for such a long time. There is fencing all the way around. I guess I can connect those bits. That's all fenced in. That's all fenced in. Right then. So the next part to fence in. Yeah, I could potentially knock a tunnel all the way through the hill here. But I'm not going to do that yet. I'm going to need to fix my tools soon. Should probably stop the stream when it comes to that bit. Unless people are really, really keen to spend time watching me, you know, repair things. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. That's fixed up as best I can. I could try and do a quick switchback stair across here, but I don't think it's really worth it. I think I'm going to move this staircase across. Golem. Shoot.
I don't know if I've ever been playing with them
Hmm?
Some of the shows are having Fozzy, which is if you watch wrestling, is Chris Jericho's band. I guess the opening band called it the Raven Age.
I've heard of them. I think they're Napalm Records.
I've never heard of them.
I've only heard of them. I don't know what they particularly do or anything.
They're gonna be in Houston. You know, the other person that was in Texas talent in September.
Can I actually drop all that down another block, can't I? Realistically. So that would be there.
That's actually not too bad. I'm looking up how much like the really, really close-up seating is. It's only $270. About what I paid for my front row or my stage seat Panic at the Disco ticket.
That's still quite a lot.
Yeah, but I mean, compared to like I think BTS came to Dallas and their tickets were like $1,000.
I don't even know who they are.
It's Korean boy band.
I don't even know that. So I'm thinking I might terrace this bit out, make it flat here.
Also, update, Nellis is apparently doing a lot better.
That's good.
Finally. Not that I've managed to escape his body yet.
So Nihilus has managed to regain control of his backbone. I gather it's connected to lots of things. I think there's even a whole song about it.
Oh no. Nellis has risen.
Yeah, I hope this stream has been entertaining for at least some of you people who are here. So, you know, thank you for watching. I'll be wrapping up in the next 10 minutes or so. I'm just making the most of the increased efficiency I've gotten from the beacon. Although it's not currently on, the places I've been mining to get these materials are in the area of the beacon. Huzzah. Now again, I could have used pretty much any other block as the filler, but I can potentially take them out again, because I want to make, at some point, I plan on basically keeping expanding this village out and out and out, and just putting houses where I can. So things like this huge dirt ramp, where you get some houses put inside it.
Everyone says the chat has been fun. Well, Krista says when he's been able to be in the chat.
That's good, I guess.
He got timed out like 6 times. 5 times by Meg.
Yeah. I can't really do too much to stop my moderators, but well, I can, but that's effort. So I'm going to move all these.
But now I have a decision. I was supposed to go to Slipknot in September.
Why not both?
I think a lot of money, and I'm trying to go, you know, to another country.
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen Slipknot already twice, and for what I've heard of their new stuff, like, it's okay. It's not great. But, you know, Iron Maiden has always been great.
Understandable. Oh dear. Sorry, work message. Brain. So, just gonna dig that bit of cliff away for now, just so the villagers can't throw themselves off the side. They really are getting into a habit of doing that. It's irritating.
Maybe they're trained to fly.
It's not how flying works. You need an elytra. So this passageway leads down to here.
Hi, Crystal.
See ya.
Yellow user.
So I'm thinking I might put some pillars out for that chunk of land. There we go. And there we go. Beginning's making this look a bit more like it's meant to be here. Brain. Dirt blocks. So in theory, apart from the outside, and this side, they should not be able to hurl themselves from places that are bad for them. Okay, so there's only way is in this area. It's around there. Okay, so I could put a bed back in this house. Whee! I'm gonna need more dirt. Let's turn the rest of that stone into stone. Turn half of it into steps. Actually, no, it's 59:09. Let's go and finish up the map. Try and get back into the habit of making the map for each episode. Thought it was a golem for a second then. Just gonna make sure the map is all drawn in as it should be. I've overshot. Cartographers. So we have the map for episode 21, Lockdown. Thank you everyone for watching. I'll be back a bit later. Have a nice day. That was not the right button. That's the right button.